Okay, what's up, guys? This is my unedited podcast on homeschooling. I know it's been a while since I've last done one, but I've been really trying to, just sink my claws into homeschooling my kids and just trying to find out what was and what is the best thing for them. Now, I have my daughter, she's in kindergarten, and my son, he's in eighth grade. Both of them got started through K-12 um, .com. Here in my state, if you go through K-12 and you put in your state and different things like that, you'll get to the school that's in your state. Now, how they are attending, it is a public school. It's tuition free, and it's teachers and you as their guardian will be their learning coaches or ALCs. Now, there is assignments that have to be done every day. There's set times for class connects, and class connects are basically things where your child sit and talk with the teacher at the same time every day, on a little schedule doing different things. Now, you may have anywhere from two or three class connects all the way up to maybe four or five class connects in one day. Now, they still go through the state testing and the little tests that they have to take, so you don't have to worry about that. They keep you up to date on everything. Your student or your child does have their own emails, and you have your own way of getting into things, and they have different ways to log the grades. Now, so far, everything has been going just fine. Now, with my daughter, I've had no problems whatsoever. It does take a bit to get into the gist of everything. Now, when I finally put my son in through K-12, I did have some hiccups here and there, but I really think it was based on that he didn't start when my daughter started. He was going to school somewhere else where we stay, and I just didn't feel like that he was getting the education. He wasn't getting the teachers weren't being hands on the way they should have been. It was a lot of things that he did not know that he should have known, and that's why I chose to pull him over. Now, once I pulled him over with K-12, I found it was like a complete turnaround. It almost was like night and day. Now, K-12 has been one of the best things that happened to me. Now, everyone have their different reasons for sending their child or their children to school, to a traditional school, to a brick and mortar. But me, myself, I had my own personal reasons for, you know, wanting my children at home with me. And one of the biggest one, I won't say this is the only one, but one of the biggest things was violence in schools today. And I didn't feel like putting up with the bullying and different things like that because where I am, some of the kids are a little bit rougher and telling their parents anything, you wouldn't get that far past it. And I've heard so many different things, and I just didn't feel like that was the way to go with my kids. Now, the second thing that I will be getting to is class connects. Now, class connects are when your child actually meets with a teacher. Um, it can be homeroom, it can be math, it can be science, social studies. They lay out the schedule for your child. Now, that's done through a program called Blackboard, and that's just basically where it's almost like PowerPoint. It's almost like a presentation. The teacher put on a presentation. You can see the teacher. You can talk to the teacher. You can sit there with your child. Um, your child can interact on Blackboard. So that's basically when the teacher gets to talk with your child. I absolutely love that feature um, of them being, you know, at home going to school is there's always a teacher there or a professional there that they can always talk to. So if they have any problem, and it's especially during school hours, I would say maybe 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning to 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon, your child has someone there the whole time. Now, with Class Connects, you know, there's always the thing about the time. Now, the time is the same time for most teachers all through the week. Now, if your child is absent or tardy or something like that, there's only three times that you can give a, let me see, you can say an excuse absence. So the parent can write excuse absence three times. I think it's the same thing with doctor's notice. I have to look back into things, but I think it's three times for something like that also. But it's another way that if your child miss a class connect, say they have one scheduled for 8, one scheduled for 9, and another scheduled for 12, and they just so happen to miss that one at 12, they can also go back and when they can and fill out a they can watch the recorded class connects because all class connects are recorded. They can go back and they can fill out the Google form. Once they fill out the Google form, it'll basically ask them for their name, email address, and what did they learn from that class connect. So that's another way for, it allows you to be a little bit more flexible. Now, you shouldn't miss every class connect because obviously that's a problem, but they're flexible on class connects. Now, when it comes to the schedule, there's assignments or homework that has to be done every day also. Now, there may be one day that there's no homework, but you can do the work that's around it, either the day before, the day after, or anything that's supposed to be done that week. Um, they are sort of flexible, sort of flexible. Most teachers are very flexible. The assignments has most assignments can be turned in anytime during that week, all the way into, up into Sunday. You know, I think midnight. Some things are due at certain times for attendance reasons. For instance, like PE. PE either has to be logged daily or every Friday. So it's different things like that. And your child has the same classes, algebra, science, history. They have all the classes that they would have in your regular brick and mortar school. Now, on to my next point, being a learning coach. That's what they call the parent or guardian, whoever is watching over the child at that time while they're in their class connect sessions, and basically whoever watches up over them to make sure they get their assignments done. Being a learning coach has been awesome for me because the teachers and the people at the school has been great. Every time I have ever had a question about anything, it always get answered. Sometimes I'll send an email or my son may send an email and I'll go off to do something maybe for 30 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes and come back and they actually had already sent, the email right back. Being a learning coach, I thought that it would be hard, but it was actually something that was really, really easy. The way that the classes and everything are laid out, I don't have anything to worry about that wise. It's never anything that stumps me. Um, with math, they have Khan Academy. It's just going through and putting them in school this way. It has been such I don't even know how to put it in words. It has been such a easy and just a load off. I don't have to worry. I don't have to guess what they're doing. They make it so easy for, just to make sure your child succeed at what it is that they need to do. If you have a teacher and they may feel like, your child is failing in something, they'll let you know that. They have small groups. They make sure they fit in. So it's just they make sure that your child knows what they need to know. My overall feelings about everything is just I'm just so happy I chose to go that way, knowing that I have a kindergartner in an eighth grade. It's no harder, but it's much easier. Um, it's just all around. I'm just ecstatic. I'm just so happy that I chose that way. And so if you just stay to listen to the end of my podcast, just comment below if you have kids or you know someone with kids. Just comment below if they go to a regular brick and mortar. Are they homeschooled? Um, how do they like it? You can comment below if you want to ask me any questions and different things like that. It's just I feel like more people need to know about K12.com because it is so easy to get started. They send your books in the mail. They can send you everything that you need. They sent my daughter a laptop and a printer. The only thing that I had to do was buy the paper. When your printer ink go out, you have to buy your printer ink, or you probably can call. I haven't even tried that yet because I haven't had to. But it's just I feel like everyone should know about homeschooling because homeschooling used to be frowned upon. And even when I told people that I was going to homeschool my kids, some people looked at me like I was crazy, like it wasn't a thing. But you will be surprised when you hear about the outings and different things that go on, and so many parents come to the outing throughout like the whole state. Is one little place in your city or in your county, and you have so many parents come out, and it's so diverse. To, I mean, you just know that you made that right decision. So I would urge you if you have kids and it seems like they're having problems with learning and just can't get on the right track, try K12.com.